So, as many of you know, I'm a pretty big fan of Game of Thrones. I love the TV show, and of course, I'm a big reader. So, of course, I went and read the books. I read most of them last year. In fact, it was around this time last year that I finished up the fifth book, Dance with Dragons, which was the last one published. And, you know, the series is kind of infamous at this stage at being ridiculously long. I mean, this has... Oh, where are we? How many? Over 1,000 pages there in that book. It's a little kind of mini version, but it's still, you know, the text is still pretty small in it. That's 1,000 pages. And I'm really enjoying the series and stuff. And there are, like, pretty major complaints that the series takes too long to make. And, you know, I was just kind of thinking about this today, and I realised I kind of enjoy the wait. I enjoy the wait for the next tome to come out, because mainly for nostalgic reasons, to be perfectly honest. Because I mean, the last time there was this ongoing fantasy saga which had this live action screen adaptation going on before the series was actually finished, and it was wildly popular, and we were waiting for the last few ones to come out, and they were just really long books, was of course Harry Potter. I mean, I've been looking for a series since Harry Potter ended, to be perfectly honest, to replace Harry Potter. Now, I'm not saying that, quite frankly, Harry Potter is better than this, but it's that kind of communal idea that we're all waiting for the next really long fantasy book in this saga to come out, and I'm kind of enjoying the wait, because it's a throwback to when we were waiting for, you know, Order of the Phoenix and Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and Deathly Hallows. It's kind of a throwback to that, which I'm just kind of really enjoying this way, because it reminds me of the glory days of when Harry Potter wasn't finished. You know, I mean, hopefully Winds of Winter being the sixth book, will be released later this year, because George R. R. Martin himself has said, you know, hopefully he'll have it done by 2014. But until then, I'm enjoying the wait. You know, it's a good. I mean, it's not like you wait years. I mean, how long has it been since Dance with Dragons? It came out in 2011, so it's been almost 3 years now, and it's not for 1,000 pages. And like George R. R. Martin has said, it's going to be probably 1,500 pages. That's not that long a wait, and hopefully the show won't overtake the books. You know, hopefully he'll buy himself another 2 years if the story is as dense as it was in Storm of Swords. So yeah, I'm just kind of really enjoying this wait for the next book. And there are other, you know, fantasy sagas that I'm reading at the moment, but none of them are as big as Game of Thrones, so I don't really get that communal feeling. And a lot of them, like Skullduggery Pleasant, is a book series I really like, but it's nowhere near as popular as Game of Thrones or Harry Potter. And also they come out regularly, one a year, like clockwork, and they're good. They are really good books. I mean, I was reading one on the bus this morning, and I had almost an emotional breakdown because something big happened in the book, and one of my favourite characters had a bit of a difficult spot. So for those of you who are reading the latest book of Skullduggery Pleasant, or have read it, then you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, and another one is the Dresden Files books, which to be fair, I've only just started. I've only read the first two. I have 3 of them there. I have 5 of them. I got 3 of them for Christmas. But again, that's a saga that again is coming out year by year, and but is really good. But I haven't completely caught up on that yet, so I don't. And again, it's not as popular. It doesn't have that communal, that kind of everyone's waiting for it to come out. Again, it doesn't have this big screen, or as it is with Game of Thrones, small screen adaptation. You know, it's. I think, yeah, Game of Thrones is. I think, you know, it just came at that perfect time. Song of Ice and Fire came at that perfect time, especially, but the TV show especially came at that perfect time when the Harry Potter generation was properly grown up and had read fantasy books and had read Lord of the Rings and read, like, kind of grown up. This is me definitely gone through teenage years reading a whole host of fantasy books, and then Game of Thrones comes along, the TV adaptation, and it's like, oh no, wait, there's these books as well, and you start reading these, like, oh, it's probably just going to be an alright fantasy saga, but then it's like the greatest fantasy saga since Lord of the Rings. So, you know, well, epic fantasy, let's not, Harry Potter is a league of its own. But yeah, so basically, go read the Game of Thrones books. There's 5 of them. This is the latest one. The first one you can probably get somewhere. They're all pretty long books, but they're all pretty damn good. Except Feast for Crows. That's only pretty good. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.